Okay, so we kind of talked already about why you're having the issues with the incontinence, but now I want to kind of go more into the mechanisms of what's going on inside of our body because of that. So we have this thing in our torso that we nicknamed the cylinder. It's made up of these three muscles: your diaphragm on top that comes right below your lungs, your pelvic floor muscles on the bottom, and then the middle of it is the deepest layer of your abdominal muscles. And in a perfect world, all three of these are working in unison to take breaths in and out. So in that world, if it's all working how it should, you take a deep breath in, your diaphragm and pelvic floor will relax downwards to allow all that air to come in. Your abdominal muscles will allow the air to expand out into your lungs and back, so filling that whole cylinder with air. And then on your exhale, your diaphragm will contract to push the air up out of your mouth, along with your pelvic floor muscles. They'll kind of recoil back to their original position, pushing that air up. And then your abs will squeeze that air to keep it going upward out through your mouth. Unfortunately, that is not what happens most of the time. So let's say, for example, you have a weak pelvic floor. So you breathe all this air in, and then your abs squeeze to get the air out, your diaphragm pushes up to get the air out, but when you exhale, that pelvic floor muscle leaves that air trapped there. So now you have excess air down there that your pelvic floor was not able to get out, so it's just going to push down on your bladder. Another example. Say you hold your breath when you stand up because it makes it easier. So when you hold your breath, that diaphragm is a tight ball because you're contracting that muscle, and you took that breath in before you stood up, and now you're holding it in there. So you have pressure in this area, but in the abdominal, and then pushing down on the pelvic floor. It has nowhere to go, so when that ab contracts when you stand up, it's going to push all that excess air down onto your pelvic floor instead of pushing it out through your mouth like it's supposed to go. So our goal is to get all three of these working in unison to prevent leakage. And now we'll kind of go more into that.